What makes college football pass interference calls controversial? Have you ever watched a college football game and found yourself scratching your head over a pass interference call? You're not alone. Pass interference calls in college football often spark heated debates among fans and players alike. Let's break down why these calls can be so controversial. In college football, defensive pass interference occurs when a defensive player makes contact with an eligible receiver after the ball has been thrown. The key elements here are timing, location, and the defender's intent. The contact must happen beyond the neutral zone, which is the line of scrimmage, and it must be clear that the intent was to impede the receiver's chance to catch the ball. This definition leaves a lot of room for interpretation, making it a subjective call for officials. One major point of contention is how penalties are enforced. In college football, the maximum penalty for defensive pass interference is 15 yards from the previous line of scrimmage. This is quite different from the National Football League, where the penalty is a spot foul, meaning the ball is placed at the exact spot of the foul. This difference can lead to confusion and debates about fairness, especially when a call could result in a significant gain for the offense in the NFL but is capped in college football. Adding to the complexity, the rule distinguishes between pass interference and other defensive fouls like defensive holding. Pass interference specifically involves illegal contact that restricts a receiver's ability to catch the ball after it is thrown. Defensive holding, on the other hand, typically involves grabbing or impeding a receiver before the ball arrives. This distinction can confuse fans and players, especially during fast-paced plays. There are also exceptions to the rule that can complicate matters. For instance, if the ball is tipped or touched by another player, the restrictions on interference may no longer apply. This nuance can make it challenging for officials to determine whether interference occurred, particularly in tight coverage situations. The practical implications of pass interference calls are significant. They can dramatically affect field position and momentum in a game. Since the penalty is less severe in college football than in the National Football League, some defensive players might take more risks in coverage. They may feel emboldened knowing that the penalty is capped, which can influence overall game strategy. In summary, the controversy surrounding pass interference calls in college football stems from the subjective interpretation of intent and contact, the differences in penalty enforcement compared to the National Football League, and the complexity of the rule itself. These factors contribute to the ongoing debate about fairness and consistency in college football officiating.